It seems that not a month goes by without a survival game making its way up to early access on Steam, but along the years there's been some really good memorable games, and we'll start off with none other than Ark Survival Evolved. It was released in 2015 for the PC and it sold just under 5 million copies on Steam. A year or so later it made a transition to the PS4 and the Xbox. With monthly updates from the dev team and tons of mods from the community, this is one of those games that you owe it to yourself to get in and play. 7 Days to Die has redefined the survival game. Set in a brutal, unforgiving post-apocalyptic world overrun by the undead, 7 Days to Die is an open-world game that is a unique combination of first-person shooter, survival, horror, and tower defense. It's one of those games that came out in 2013. While it's not the prettiest of games out there, you can definitely have a lot of fun with your friends while playing the game, and I'll still play it to this day even though the game is 4 years old. Released in 2014, The Forest is a horror simulator. You find yourself as a lone survivor of a plane crash on a mysterious forest where you need to battle some mutants. Now, even though the game is 3 years old, The Forest has progressed with tons of updates. There's a story to the game. There's an end to the game that the dev team have added in, which you don't get to see too much of when it comes down to survival games. The Forest definitely is one of those great atmospheric games where you can have a lot of fun, even on your own, but it's even more fun with friends. Released in September of 2014, The Long Dark is a thoughtful exploration survival experience that challenges solo players to think for themselves as they explore an expansive frozen wilderness. There are no zombies, only you, the cold, and the threats of Mother Nature can muster. While not the most popular of games because they only sold just under 1 million units, The Long Dark brought real challenges to the survival game. It's you versus the cold versus Mother Nature. Every decision you make in The Long Dark has to be planned properly. It's all about your calories. It's all about could you make it to that next objective. While you do have houses where you can take shelter, you need to be building fires, you need to be sleeping, you need to be doing so many things in order for you to survive in this brutal game. With the story mode coming up in a couple of months, The Long Dark will challenge you to the very core. Welcome to the Quiet Apocalypse. Created by Dean Hall while he was serving in the New Zealand's army, what started out as a mod for Arma 2 became the most important games of them all. When it comes down to survival games, if you haven't played Dayz Mod, then you haven't played at all. The mod places the player in the fictional post-Soviet state of Chernarus, where a mysterious plague has infected most of the population, turning people into violent zombies. As a survivor with limited supplies, the player must scavenge the world for supplies such as food, water, weapons, and medicine while killing or avoiding both zombies and other players in order for you to survive the zombie apocalypse. While many years have passed since 2012, rumour has it that me knife it's still somewhere out there. It just needs to be found.